Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Binky here today, doing something a little bit differently this year. And 2018, time to try out some new things. That's what I'm about. I'm here and ready. So, I have been trying to clean out this apartment, get rid of some things, and I realized I have so many pallets. I have been stockpiling pallets here for the last 2 or 3 years, and I have about 100 of these bad boys. Yeah, I really do. So, I've gotten rid of some. I'll continue to possibly get rid of some other ones to friends and such. The ones I don't like. I don't really do decluttering videos like everybody else does. I'm still a new channel as well. But I almost like to try things before I get rid of them. Unless I really am like, I have no need for this. And if it's new, then I'll donate it to a shelter. Or if they're slightly used, give them to friends because they know my germs. So they're all right with them. And I'm all right with theirs. So it's a beautiful thing. So what I'm going to do today, or actually for this month, maybe twice a month, it depends, I haven't really decided, is go through old palettes that I have, some that everybody knows, some that were more limited edition, and give them love. Because I think that's the thing, is I want to save money this year on buying cosmetics. I'm still going to buy stuff, still going to review new items here, but I think it's important for all of us to kind of focus on what we have. That way we can save some money, go do other things. It's a good thing to fall in love with the items that you already have. There's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes I think there's this idea of, yay, I'm gonna buy more stuff, and then you're always wanting more and more and more. But then, it's like, what about the old stuff? Did you ever use it? Fall in love with it again. I think that's what I'm saying. And so I'm trying to pan things more this year. I'm trying to make conscious choices of the items that I buy, because a lot of the time, you'll see the warm palettes that were coming out over and over and over, and it was the same schemes over and over. And it's just like, how many of those do you need? Now certain formulas are going to be better, and some are going to be worse. Of course, it's going to be different. We all have our favorite companies, but I just want to be a little bit more conscious of that. I think companies are putting more and more products out, which is just causing an overload, and they're all following kind of the same styles. So I'm looking at my collection again, and like I said, I have about 100 palettes, and I want to fall in love with these products again. And I encourage you to do this too, because you have a lot of palettes too, and don't let them go to waste. Get in there and use them. Same thing with lipsticks, blush, highlighters, any of that. So this is kind of my year of reeling it in a little bit and creating more looks, using colors that I would never normally use, which this is a good example. Actually, everybody's like, what is going on with your face? Ta-da! So this is for my series using BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette and creating a look for every single one of the signs, and it's becoming challenging because some of the signs don't really match the palette. And so this was Gemini. Yeah, beautiful quirky Gemini. I forgot, and then I realized, oh yeah, you've got the Cirque du Soleil look going on there. Yeah, but yeah, so this is Gemini. I know, so watch that video if you want to see how this all happened. But so it's about experimenting, because there's certain color combinations I would never use, please. And so it's a good way to take those palettes and just kind of force yourself to use them and maybe find something a little bit different that you would have used before. So I'm encouraging you, and especially myself, you can do whatever you want, because you can say, stuff it, Binky, I'm happy with what I'm doing, but maybe just a suggestion, or maybe you can just watch how I go about it and see the downfall with some looks. I'm not afraid to look crazy, that's okay, and some of the successes of it. So this should be fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a random number, and this is interesting. So this is one of my phones, and I'm going to put a number in here for the palettes of each grouping, and I'm going to wear all those items for a week. And here's the thing, some of them may have more product than a week, so I may go through all the lipsticks of that collection and do an in-depth review of these items after I've used them. So you know, I mean, you could do swatch videos and things, and I love swatch videos, and I'll continue to do those. But I think there's also something really nice about going in depth with something so that people can see how the products actually work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And while doing that, I'm going to start decluttering my collection. So like if I have certain lipsticks that just don't look right on me because of my skin tone, or they just don't work for me, I'm going to pass them on to a couple friends of mine who love them more than I do. So this is a way of thinning the herd without just sitting there going through everything. So yes, so this is how we're going to do it. So what I want to start out with first, I'm going to make this easy actually, is I do have a lot of highlighters, but because some of these products are being discontinued, I want to get them reviewed sooner than later, and because that way you can still get them. And the first one is something that I just picked up, and it's Cover FX. Now this was on sale on both Sephora and Ulta, so they're trying to get rid of it. I have actually never used Cover FX, so I'm excited by this. And so I also got 20% off, so I got this for nearly nothing. So and these are the colors here. It's interesting because I'm not sure how this is going to work. These are, because it's a highlighting palette, but a lot of these colors are darker. Yeah, look at that, they're darker. So I don't know how that's gonna work on my skin tone, but what you can do with some of these is then use them as an eyeshadow. So this should be fun. So I'm not going to be rolling the dice. This is it. We are using Cover FX. Ooh, it's really pretty, but it gets dirty really easily with fingerprints. But this is what we're using. In the future, we'll do the roll of the dice, but because I want to get a review on this sooner than later, this is our pick for the highlighter. Okay, so the next item are blushes. Yes, I have quite a few of these, and some of these ColourPop had a huge sale, so unfortunately I put other companies' products in ColourPop's palette because they're just so great. So what I have here is a grouping of blushes, and you know what's interesting is that ColourPop, I have used some of these and some of these I haven't. So here are the blushes. I have quite a few. I didn't pull them all out because it doesn't make sense. I'll do that if they get picked. But you know, like here is ColourPop's, and of course it's a cream formula more, which is perfect during winter. It's like 2 degrees outside. I'm like hibernating. It's during the holidays, so this is between Christmas and New Year's, and I'm not leaving. I'm like, I'm ordering in. Sorry, seamless guy. But there's also this, which I've kind of gone into, and some of their highlighters actually are highlighters, but also like a blush combo, which is interesting. So I'm going to put those into the mix as well. So these are going to be number 1. I know this is going to be kind of difficult to do this. As I progress with this, it'll become a little bit more organized. Enjoy the chaos. The second thing is the Balm blushes, and I have used these a little bit. I just think they're really cute, and so I really want to use these a little bit more. I haven't. I just kept buying more and more things, but they're just really cute, and I just love the packaging. So this will be number 2. MAC. Everybody loves some MAC, you know, they have some really beautiful blushes. I have a few that I never used. Do you know I've never used the blushes that I got? I got them on some wonderful like sale a couple years back, and I have never used it. And that's what I'm talking about, going through the room. You start seeing that. So I want to start using things. So that's number 3. Number 4, Clinique. Now I got these during the Sephora haul, and I have not used them yet. I know, I've been so busy this time of year and it's crazy. So this will be number 5. And lastly, we have Ofra. That's why I have this here, Ofra. So I'd remember. Now this is actually a highlighter, but it's brighter, so I could probably use that on the cheek, but you know, whatever. And this is an eyeshadow, so I only have 2 of these. And so I'd only be using these 2. And that is number 5. Eyeshadows. I know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what we're going to do. It's kind of cool. It's like spinning the wheel on The Price is Right. I'm going to open up this app, and it is a number generator. So what I need to do is take it 1, 2, 5. And now I'm all high tech. And so this is how we're going to do it. So we know that I'm not cheating. Number 2, the Balm. Sorry guys, it is the Balm. So this is what I'll be using. I have 4 different colors from the balm, so I'll be using these for the looks. Here we go. So the rest of you guys, bye. The next items, lipsticks. Yes, I love lipsticks, and I hoard way too many. So these next item, the first one is going to be Bite Beauty. I just realized this is one of the multi-sticks, so I'm not counting this. This is going to be primarily just the lipsticks. In general, all the lipsticks. I actually have the Vault that they released, and it had all 30 of the colors in small size. So that's what that will be. So that's going to be number 1. Number 1, Bite Beauty. Number 2 is Urban Decay. I have a lot of Urban Decay lipsticks. I have not used them as much as I should, and so I want to give those some love. That'll be number 2, and that'll just be the standard lipsticks, none of the fancy stuff. Now I'm also going to be throwing in some liquid lipsticks as well, and Lorac Pro. I got quite a lot of these. There were a few sales, and I really didn't use any of these. So I need to start using them, and they're liquid lipstick. They're matte. They're lasting a long time. So this will be number 3. Colored Rain, which I love this company, and you should too. Please check it out. I hope to do more reviews on it. Absolutely wonderful. So they have a wonderful matte lipstick line. What I love about it is it's varying different colors. It is originally the company was more towards people with deeper skin tones, so some of the colors may not work for me as well as I would like, because I'm yeah, come on. So, but I love a lot of their colors, and I haven't tried their stuff quite enough, so that'll be number 4. The next one, we all know this, it's Too Faced. Heck yeah, Melted Matte. This will be number 5. I have a whole bunch of these, and I barely use them, and that just makes me sad. So that'll be number 5. And then lastly, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yes, and this is also their matte lipstick. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, with all of these, if I were to choose the one that I want to try, I would hope for Bite Beauty or the Colored Rain, because I kind of want to try those for a while, but I'm going to leave this up to fate. We're good to go. So here we go, a random number generator. 3. 1, 2, 3. Lorac Pro it is. Sorry, Colored Rain. So yeah, we'll be trying these. I think I have about 12 of these. I won't be using the glosses. I'll only be using the mattes. So you're going to get a lip swatch video of that once I've used these all. So this is exciting. I know. Now, onto the palettes, and I mean it. The palettes from hell. No, I don't mean that like the products are bad, but I just realized I have so many palettes, and I'm never going to get through these in a lifetime. And I really need to start going through these items. And when you pull your makeup collection apart and you look at it, you realize you have way too many products, and you're never going to get through these. And you're like, what am I doing? So that's part of what this year is about, is reeling it in a little bit. So I want to go through some palettes that I have. Now, I think I have 11 palettes here that I want to go through. Some of them I've used, but I haven't used them in a while. So here we go. Number 1 is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, which we all know and love. I have used a little bit. I have not used it in a long time because other palettes just kind of showed up, and my love is still there. It's just, you get excited because it's a neutral palette. So then you're like, oh, but this one's more exciting. And no, neutrals are awesome, especially this time of year with bold colors. So the original chocolate bar. The second one is Weeva Cafe. This is brand new to me, and so I'm kind of excited. I've used Weeva a little bit. I want to give it a little bit more love. So this is going to be number 2. This is a German brand for those who do not know, so it is not sold here in the US. Number 3, Color Pop. Yes, and I think this is the I Think I Love You palette. It is indeed. I just picked this up at the around Christmas time, and I have not really used it. And so I'm excited, swatched it a little, so this will be number 3. A lot of neutrals. Yeah, this is what I'm realizing, but that's what I have a lot of. Another one is Weeva, and it's the Nude Spectrum. And again, I picked this up last year, and I haven't really used it. I swatched it a little bit, but I never used it. And so this is what it looks like. So this is number 4. I know. Don't give up. I know everybody's like, wow, you're sure using a lot of neutrals. No. This is another one, Getaway from Cargo. Now I picked this up also around the Sephora sale, and I used it a little bit and then I kind of put it away, and I would like to revisit it. This one has a little bit more color to it. It's a little bit more of a cool tone palette, which I am, so I love it. So we're gonna put this as number 5. Lorac Pro. I don't know which one this is. To tell you the truth, I don't know if this is the first or the second. It's the second. I just looked. Yay, reading's your friend. So this is number 2. I picked this up on a sale, and I really haven't used it because I got it a couple weeks ago because, you know, I needed more palettes. Yeah, they're my weakness. It's really sad, actually. So that's number 6. Another Lorac one. This is the original Pro palette, and I picked it up and I used it a little bit and then kind of shelved it because there were so many new products coming out. No. We're putting it back in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. I know, there's so many. I'm like, what? So the next one, everybody recognizes this, Saints and Sinners from Kat Von D. And I just love the packaging. I did use it a little bit. I was going to do a review on it, but in the end, you know, I just didn't get to it because there was so much. Now this one's definitely not your neutral palette, and I tend to do, you know, more neutral palettes during the week and things. So this scares me a little bit, even though I absolutely love it. Beautiful, number 8. The next one is going back to nude, because again, I think these don't get the love that they deserve. This is the Rose Gold palette from Ulta. And it went on sale, and then there was an additional sale, and I picked it up, and I love the colors, and I never used it. So this is here, and it's number 9. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know it's hard to keep up because I have so many things going on here. So number 10 is not ColourPop. It's a lie. This is Ofra, or Ofra. I think I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Ofra. So I picked these up and created my own palette recently because everything was 50% off and I've never tried them. And so I said, you know, here we go. I built my own palette. It's mostly neutral with a few kicks of color. And this one's actually a highlighter. And what I like about Ofra is they have these highlighters in different sizes because those things last forever. But you can still use it as an eyeshadow, so I put it here. That is number 10. Oh, and one of the most polarizing palettes on the face of the earth. And I kind of don't... I'm like, why am I putting this in here? But it is the Subculture palette. Now, I've heard that these have been repressed since the big scandal, the Subculture scandal of 2017. And I used it a couple times. I experimented with it. I did a video, but I felt like there was enough bashing towards it that I was like, I'm going to leave it be. And so I am willing to revisit it. This is it. You can see I dug into some of it, especially these. These colors are really great, but they're nearly impossible to pick up. Electric and Cube. So they killed my soul. They really did, because I was just like, why? Why do you hate me so much? But I love the colors. It's a little bit more warm tone than I'm used to. You know, I'm a cool tone girl, but I'm willing to put it in the mix and see what happens. So with all of these palettes, I'm going to be honest, the ones that I'm probably most excited about are one of the neutrals, like the Zoeva neutral, or even Too Faced. One of the Lorac palettes I'm really excited about. The ones that I'm least excited about is probably Saints and Sinners, not because it's a bad palette, but because it's very colorful, and I want to do day-to-day looks. I don't go out wearing tons of makeup during my regular life. It's just not what I do, so this would push me in a strange way. And also the Subculture palette. Yeah, those are the two that I no. So, but we're gonna leave it to fate. Wish me luck. What is it? 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So the one that I didn't even think about. How interesting is that? So it's the ColourPop I Think I Love You. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just out of all of these beautiful palettes, it's kind of boring. No slam to ColourPop. I love ColourPop. But it's just like, yay. So this is going to be exciting, and it should be interesting. It really should be interesting. It just doesn't leave a lot of room for unique looks during the week, so I'm going to have to really figure this out, especially considering the lipsticks that I'm doing. Yeah, and I'm swatching some of these because some of these I don't even know how I'm going to make this work. Yeah, so with Lorac, there's all these like bright colors, and then to basically use this eyeshadow palette, it should be interesting. I almost don't know what to think. so these are the items. I hope to do this twice a month. It'd be kind of fun to do this. I'll also be reviewing new palettes. I'll just do those on the off week. So I would like to do this twice a month. But it may only be once a month because I really want to continue using new products as well, and I don't want to limit myself. But yes, so these are the ones I'm going to do. Is the Lorac Pro, Cover FX, the ColourPop I Think I Love You palette, and the 4 different bomb shadows that I have, because I do have 4 of them. So this should be fun. So what I'm going to do is, with using these products, you know, and I'll use my normal stuff for blush and, or I'm sorry, foundation and things. But so what I'm going to do with these is I will go through all the colors. But what I will do is I will use every single one of these colors, and I will then review them all. And we'll do a swatch video, and then I will do that with all of these products. So I'll review them all, and then I'll make a decision if I want to keep these or not. So it'll be kind of interesting. This is the way that I'm going to declutter it. And if I really don't like it, I'll pass it on. You know, there's just no reason to keep it. But yeah, so these are the items. So yeah, basically this is what I call hauling my haul, falling in love with these products again. And yeah, so let me know what you think. You know, do you plan on doing anything like this year? Do you want to buy more makeup? Do you want to buy less? What do you want to do? You know, what are some of your resolutions? And what do you think about this? This will be interesting. So, you know, the funny thing was, I know before I leave, I always do this. I'm like, bye guys, I'm back. The funny thing was is that I wanted to almost do a look with this palette at the end, because I want to just love these palettes, and then create, you know, use the colors that I wouldn't normally use to create a look. But these are just so like similar in so many ways. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, because I'm not really intimidated by any of these except for the black one, because I just don't use black because I'm so fair. It doesn't work well on my skin tone. But maybe I'll come up with a unique eye look with this. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that in a different series. I don't know. But yeah, so these are the items. So check back in with me somewhere in January, maybe mid-January, maybe late January, and we'll revisit this and then do the next grouping. So until next time, have a fabulous day. Wish me luck. Bye.